Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the UAB Blazers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. What he's talking to his team about is we've got to get our guy to that 1,000-yard mark. Their freshman running back has been terrific all season. They have been able to count on him to carry the rock. And he is so close to 1,000 yards, one of the most prominent stats in all of college football for a running back. He wants to make sure that his young freshman is rewarded here today. So he has challenged that offensive line to make sure he eats here in the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Savage. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flushed out of the pocket. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Back to pass, it's Burton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. They've got the screen set up. Pass to 45. Snags it and he's open. Big play for for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical third down, pitch and catch, explosive play for the offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Savage. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. There's some room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Simpkins. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy
finding some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he made the extra point without problem. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. The Blazers will hustle to the line. Dropping back. It's Burton. Escapes the pressure to his right. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Ferguson. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Blazers have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Caught. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. They'll go right back to him. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Savage. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Johnson. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Makes the grab in their space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
At the 19-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they did tack on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Burton. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Running free. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Blazers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to throw, it's Burton. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his big tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Midshipmen in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
It's caught.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the single back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
This time it's complete. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Gonna run it. It's Savage. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Caught close to the marker. It's Mims. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got a man. It's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now.
UAB.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 37, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. With the catch, it's Brown. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now after the sack, there is a man still down. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. And the Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
The Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Savage. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Across the 45. Makes the catch, and he's free. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Strong, firm tackle.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Running inside, it's Savage. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Burton. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Gonna look downfield again. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Burton. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.